right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rahadash. Double honors due to the apostles, the bishops, the elders, the great millstone, the peace, blessings, and safety to the Lord's elect out there. It's Brother Yeshaya, proud of Mid-Valley, South Carolina, and this quick, video is in transit. Just listening to videos today while I was at the plantation and meditating, and man, wow. Just for the bug outs and the guys that lost their patience in this thing, man. Especially it's a second covenant demon. All right, those guys, most of those guys that fall out, especially the ones I'm thinking about that call upon the Barbasol God. I don't know, but they already thinking that they're in the second covenant and just omitting grace, which grace is the reason why we are still here, man. Like, that's like with a bill. Say you about to get evicted from your house, like from your dwelling place. You're about to get evicted, and your landlord, the landlord tells you, okay, you have I'm gonna give you I know that you haven't been working like that. I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna give you another month to pay it. No strings attached. You just have 30 more days to pay what you owe. And you're like, no, I don't need that. I already paid it. It's already been paid. Okay. I hope that analogy was, somewhat suitable. But yeah, man, you need grace and mercy, man. And I know I do. So, to each his own. At this point, it's enough of us brothers that know what time we're in, grace and mercy. Okay, we're not in the second covenant yet. We are hoping for the second covenant, man. We're waiting. All right, the second covenant is the marriage. All right, which includes what? A meeting in a secret chamber. Okay, a sacrifice. Right? When you look at this book, the dynamics of this book, and everything that's played out, or how the Lord plays it out, or has it mapped out, everything is pretty much is by the book. No, I don't know how the Lord does it. He does everything by the book, right? Just look at the way that Yahushua came to the earth. All right, he's a high priest in the heavens, high priest on earth as Adam. Okay, came as Solomon, Melchizedek, and finished and completed everything. He said, it is finished. That's such a powerful statement within itself. It is finished. The redeeming of the nation of Israel, the grace and mercy period that we will need in these days, because the law was a failed system. All right, but it was designed like that by Yahweh Bashem Yahushua for us to be able to experience wickedness, to be judges. Because how else will you be able to judge the heavenly hosts, the angels, and the demons? We can't do it right now, but what? We're fighting iniquity. We're fighting the flesh to be able to have that experience, and in the process, we're getting cleansed of the dross of the world, man. Like, this thing is so deep, man. And hey, we're waiting on salvation. To say that we're in the second covenant now is to say that you're part of the elect. All right, the Lord gave you an epiphany, and you know exactly that you're part of the elect. So you already made it. It's the rest of us that's trying to find our way. No, man, none of us have made it yet. It says those that endure until the end, the same shall be saved. Who has endured it to the end? And salvation is being saved from this thermonuclear missile fire, and basically the Lord's return. All right, I put too much. I always say the ICBMs first. A lot of brothers do too, but I'm just gonna start saying through the Spirit the Lord's return. Okay, which includes first and foremost Yahushua returning in his heavenly body, the heavenly host with Michael, all right, being the archangel, all right, of war, all right, and the heavenly host. And then the thermonuclear missiles, because the chariots of the Lord are going to be cleaning up too, and doing their version of destruction. All right, as pursuing to 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. Okay, I mean, it says you look at, you're gonna survey the scene after, you know, Yahushua and the angels get busy, and you didn't see nothing but dust and smoke. He's gonna literally pulverize. All right, pummel. Inside joke. He's gonna pummel, and he's gonna overkill this place, man. And as close as we getting into the end, I'm starting to feel it more. Of course, when we first came in, we're like, yeah, end of the world, difficult. Yeah. But when you really start to internalize it and really feel it, it's a different thing, man. And that's why you gotta have respect for the elders, the respect for the apostles, because they really internalize this thing, man. Okay. And they're not just, they're on a dragon level. All right, Elder Apostle Gabar always goes into being the different levels. All right, the 5 different levels of, you know, wisdom in this thing. You start out, what is a parrot, then a monkey, then a frog, then an owl, and then a serpent. You know. So yeah, man, brothers, we trying to get to that owl serpent level. Well, serpent level, that's the master. But anyway, going back to the grace period, all right, and the second covenant, y'all are not a part of it, because y'all, that is pure, you know, blasphemy to say we're in the second covenant right now. You know what the second covenant entails? The second covenant says we will be able to fly. The second covenant says we will have the laws, statutes, and commandments in our inward parts. The second covenant says that we will not have to, we will be perfect. New bodies. That's part of the second covenant, being changed in you know, a twinkling of an eye, getting out of these bodies. Part of that grace. You break one law, you're found guilty of all of them. Yahushua said, think not that I come to destroy the law of the prophets. I came not to destroy, but to fulfill. And that's what he did. He fulfilled everything. The law was our schoolmaster, like the scriptures say. It was our schoolmaster, school teacher. And you know, our elders go into what a schoolmaster was, you know. Basically a overseer of a young kid, and any time that young kid or that young student will act up, they get reprimanded on the spot. All right, and that's the first covenant. Okay, because the first covenant states that we are bound and held by a, you know, blood sacrifice, or, you know, a blood covenant, which was the spreading of, you know, an animal over the nation of Israel. Okay, which sealed us to the first covenant. But that second covenant that sealed us to it, but has yet to come into fruition, is the shedding of that perfect blood of Yahushua. All right, and you know, brothers, and I ain't saying brothers because brothers are, but like niggas just don't know. And first of all, some brothers don't understand the resurrection. All right, and I have more to look into it. Like, the resurrection is powerful. It's more than just, well, it's all about believing and knowing that Yahushua died and was risen on the 3rd day. All right, so I want to say that's, you know, that's all about that. But then it's more than it goes. It's deeper than that too. What it established for us. Oh man, it did everything. He's the firstborn of death, the first one Yahushua raised up to everlasting life. The Lord willing, we're gonna follow suit. But it says we shall meet him as he is. Yahushua said he's coming back as an angelic power. I will not meet thee as a man. I will stain all my raiment, and in the winepress there was none with me. Come on, man. Like what Bible are y'all? What Bible are y'all reading? What spirit are y'all in? Y'all are not in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. If you are just so willing to downplay the grace period. And what did Paul say? Paul said, basically said I would not downplay or disrespect the, how does it go? I'm driving right now, so I'm roughly paraphrasing, but I would not downplay the grace, because basically you're mocking Yahweh Shai's service that he did for us, man, by giving up his life and bringing us back to the Father through that perfect sacrifice, man. So to hell with you guys that y'all in the second covenant. Okay, go ahead and keep being delusional. All right, let's see if that second. Let's see if your ass gets your ass get sprayed with a damn microwave weapon, and let's see if your insides don't melt. Let's see if you can jump 100 feet. Let's see if you can fly. That's part of the second covenant, being able to what? Fly, being able to have superpower, and you know, all of that is good. I love that, but the thing that really stands out to me the most is having the laws, statutes, and commandments in the inward parts, having the bright and morning star, which is all we will understand elements. We will be able to just understand how everything works, and we can't in this body right now of this flesh, man. This flesh cannot comprehend the slightest of Yahweh Shai's, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai's works, man. It just you'll get your mind to get blown thinking about Yahweh that had no beginning and no end. Wrap your mind around that. You'll bug out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but we know in part, we prophesy in part, and that's why that second covenant is so important, because we want that bright and morning star, the full understanding, wisdom, the Ruach, the Holy Spirit really residing in us, man. All right, and us being able to come back to the Heavenly Father, be able to talk to him, be able to see him. Lord willing. All right. Well, yeah, I'm gonna end it with that, man. Lord willing, it was uplifting, giving our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach. Double honors due to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, and peace, blessings, and safety to the Lord's elect out there. Shalom.